Alright, gamers at large going live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome one and all to the Gamers at Large podcast. We're back once again with the usual crew, doing our usual thing, except for there's going to be one thing unusual, an announcement for tonight. But enough of that, we're going to get straight into the intros. Starting from my left to my right, we're going to go over here with Games Rosa. Do your thing, bro.
Hey guys, Games Rose and Mega Gamer Man, whatever you like to call me. How are you guys doing? Alright, enjoy this. Bye.
Alright, let's do this. Butterworthy, do your thing, man.
What's up, guys? Damon Butterworth here. Excited to discuss some things tonight.
Alrighty. Up next is Jay. Jay, do your thing, bro.
What's up, everybody? It's Jay from the Game Cafe. Looking forward to tonight's discussion. Let's get it going.
Alright, up next is Kaiser. Kaiser, do your thing, bro.
Hello guys, Kaiser here, and I'm excited for the revelations of today and to discuss some interesting subjects.
Alright, and up next is Mr. T. Mr. T, do your thing.
Hey there, fools. It's Mr. T of the Mr. T Show. Let's go.
Alrighty, up next we got the Shep. What's up, Shep?
What's going on, guys? It's Good Shepherd. We got a lot of good topics tonight. Let's get it in.
And here we go, we got the Zen Gamer. Zen, do your thing, bro.
Hey people, what's going on? Zen Gamer. Let's talk what we got to talk about tonight.
Alright, and last is me, QMC, Quan Manchu, getting ready to do our thing. Let's do this. Alright, starting with tonight's special announcement. We're going to turn you guys over to Jamie. Jamie, do your thing.
Alright, so, we started Gamers at Large, Jay, Quan, and I, about a year ago, roundabouts. My memory's a little hazy on exactly the time, but you get the point. And during this time, we've kind of built a fan base. We've made a lot of great friends and people like all the people that are currently here in the hangout with us and others. And at this point, we've kind of decided that we want to branch out a bit because the more we've all been involved in the YouTube gaming community, we see that there's a lot of problems and room to evolve, excuse me. Man, I can't talk tonight. Room to improve and evolve the entire thing. So, what we've decided to do is to actually create a Gamers at Large YouTube network. Now, this isn't the kind of YouTube network like Machinima or Fullscreen or the other ones. We don't want any money at all. None. Basically, what our goal is with Gamers at Large is if you see a channel that has Gamers at Large tag, and we do actually have a Gamers at Large YouTube channel, as well as a Facebook page and a Twitter as well, which we can, provide some links for that too. But basically, if you find a channel that has a Gamers at Large tag with it, that's a channel that isn't going to be involved. It isn't going to be involved in a lot of the YouTube, for lack of a better phrase, bullshit that goes on. People that make exposure videos, people that just are fanboy to no end. Because to be honest, a lot of us here, we're Nintendo fans anyway. But if you come to our channels, we're not constantly ragging on the other consoles. So when you come to a Gamers at Large channel, that's what you're going to find. You're going to find people that are dedicated to gaming, that look at all games, regardless of what console they're on, with an open mind. And we all have our own biases, but at the same time, we're going to try and be impartial at the same time when possible. So basically, we're crafting this YouTube network that we're hoping to build on. Of course, we want to get more people into it. We want to make it a big thing, and just try and improve the gaming community YouTube. That's the ultimate goal. It might be a big one, but that's the ultimate goal. So, I'd love to hear from some of you other guys what you think.
Well, one thing's for sure is I say this community is in deep need, for a more, level-headed point of view when it comes to gaming, instead of going all into this backstabbing, backbiting, rigmarole that you see all the time around here in the community, and it'd be good to see some people's insights on gaming where they just come from a gamer's perspective rather than somebody who just comes in here for the drama and the arguments.
Yep. See, the way I look at it, guys, is that it's a way for us to just, be ourselves, do our thing. I'm not saying kumbaya and hold each other's hands and sing songs or anything like that. We're just talking about things in a more positive way and trying to stay out of the BS.
I think this is a really good thing, since the gaming community and the YouTube community in general are full of bias toward things the media are promoting, and I think that is wrong right now, because gaming is about having fun, and it's something that I hope this channel this new channel will bring again the fun of the gaming.
Good
Yeah.
point, bro. Good point.
That's pretty much what it's all about. People, we just trying to make stuff fun. So hopefully you'll see that, and we have some good content that's going to be reflective of that.
Now,
Word.
now it's not to say that we won't sit up here and see some lampooning done once in a while. Don't get it wrong.
Like
Right,
I
Mr.
said, we
Three?
like to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, as you all know, my show, Ms. T Show, started off basically as a kind of a parody, kind of parody commentary on the gaming community as a whole. Yes, I've always done gaming stuff, but it was more heavy on, just kind of making fun of the gaming community as a whole. And I've kind of pulled a little bit away from that and focused a little bit more on gaming. As you've seen, I've done the PAX East thing. I've done, I'm trying to put indie game community, get indie game companies out there more, and I want to do more news-based, focusing on, what we celebrate here as gamers, which is the video games. So I'm gonna continue to do my parody, but it's not gonna ever be mean-spirited. It'll always be, just for fun and funny jokes type of thing. So, yeah, I mean, that's what we're about. We're not about exposed videos back and forth, underground mixtape videos. That's not what we do over here.
Yeah, because really, we just want to create, a community where there's no, drama. There's nothing like that. It's just, about the games, like as it's always supposed to be. Because what's the point of drama? I mean, come on. This is supposed to be a gaming community, so we're basically starting this because we want it to come back to where it was supposed to be, where it's just about games. So if you guys, can join us can really join us. I'm sorry, I mix up my words too, but yeah. So, we really just wanted to start this community because we really think that we just want to bring back that feeling of, games are, a way to, escape from reality, a way to just relax sometimes, and just like, have fun and just enjoy yourself, So that's what we really wanted to start with this network, and we have been planning this for quite a while, so hopefully you guys will join us into this.
Yep, that's right. It's a bridge, people. If you still don't understand what we're trying to do right now, it's a bridge. Not quite the gaming community on the other side of YouTube, the good one. We're not quite that large yet, but we're going to build a bridge and get there for those YouTubers who are sort of being mired by all of this nonsense going on in the mockery that some would call the gaming community on YouTube. No drama, no exposure, none of that nonsense. We're going to talk about games, not people's Facebooks, not their Twitters, not their personal lives, because that is not what it's about, at least not here. So if you want to take a step into an evolution of what the gaming community of YouTube is supposed to be, in what we're hoping it will be, then you can step away from all of that. And finally, if this goes anywhere near according to plan, you'll have a place to call home, a safe haven, free from all of that negativity. That is not what we do here, and it should not be like that anywhere else. But unfortunately, we were forced to do this. And so, if you want to help us in this venture, go right ahead.
Alrighty. And as you see, like I said, everybody involved that you see here, we've had our fair share of dealings with the negativity of YouTube. So it's, it's to say that we did have experience with that side of, the community, as it were, and we just wanted to find a better place for all of us to sit up here and hang out, discuss our hobbies. After all, you're talking about something that has a $5 to $60 price of admission, not including console or whatever platform price, be it PC or whatever. An expensive hobby, as it is, we want to have fun with it, not just find ourselves constantly stressed over it.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving right along, you'll be seeing links in the description for the new channel that's going to be for the Gamers at Large network, and all the videos prior that were for the podcast will be uploaded there, as well as other videos will be uploaded soon for the channel involved. And then you'll see people running with the tag Gamers at Large, and those are the ones that are involved in the network.
So,
All right.
yeah.
So let's have fun, peoples.
Yep.
Time to get excited.
So,
Let's go.
Yeah,
We'll,
let's get gaming to work.
Yeah,
People
and-
are supposed to go.
we're gonna have some information up soon as far as how to join, what are the prerequisites, all that sort of thing. So we're just gonna expand on it as we go, and we'll see where it takes us.
yep.
I just want to
Okay.
add, I think, just real quick, I don't think any of us mentioned that. I think we're looking to be a power structure in gaming media as well at some point, to where we
Yes.
can, get the perspective right. Because right now, there's a lot of journalism out there, the corner phrase, and I think amongst us, there are some really smart people here, and we have there's a lot of layers to these onions in this group here. So we have a lot of backgrounds in media ourselves, and I think that'll fare very well for us going forward, and what we want to do with this group here. So look forward to that.
Okay. Now, okay, moving right along. If anybody has any topics they wish to discuss for this week,
I want to put a topic on the table about. Well, it's something that I say on what the gamers at large is trying to do is try to get right where gaming is supposed to be, because right now media and journalists, like Mr. T says, is trying to get it to something that that has been seen in the last E3 about graphics, and that is something that is not really good. I'm glad that Nintendo did something different that focused on what is really important on the game, and it's that is the gameplay, guys.
well, like we were saying that a lot of these journalists, as Mr. T put it, seem to be focused more on graphics than anything instead of gameplay and hype. You know what I'm saying? They're basically almost like commercials, they're like commercials, and that's about it. That's what they seem to be. It's like nothing but commercials, and they're not giving anything that's substantial, something full of substance as far as the games, the stories, things like that.
Yes, and it's not like we hate the graphics, because we know that I know that everyone here knows that creating a 3D game engine is not an easy task, as you can see from the Doom 3 source code that was recently released last year. It's something really difficult to do.
Yeah,
Creating a game engine. So, but as you said, Kwan, if it only is graphics and has no substance, then it's really not. You really wasted lots of assets and resources to create something that will not appeal the gamers, because gamers are appealed with the gameplay, not really the graphics. I mean, the polls of that Nintendo won the E3, we all know why that is, because they show with gameplay, not only demos.
I mean, look at what they're doing so far with Bayonetta and how they're enhancing, the original version of Bayonetta. You know what I'm saying?
And they show with the gameplay for it, which was something really good.
And they took it a step above as far as a lot of the moves in the second one. From what I've been hearing nothing but glowing reviews about that game, and it goes beyond the graphics. Not to say that it doesn't have beautiful graphics, because it does. You know what I'm saying? And it's smooth and silky, with the speed that it has. But the thing is, it also probably has, like I said, the story seems to be going a little bit further than the first one did.
Princess Peach costume for the win.
But well, it's really graphics are really not that important. They are an extra flavor that you can add to the game, but the most important thing is the gameplay. As you can see, I don't know if you guys have seen the new Avatar Korra game that Platinum Games is developing.
I was gonna bring that up. That's the thing.
Yeah. Okay, then Rosa, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Tell about it.
But has anybody here seen the gameplay?
Yes, I have.
I have.
That thing
Alright.
beautiful.
Everybody has. If you didn't, just here you go. But for real, excuse the noise in the back. But for real, I love the way that they're doing this game right now, because it's like, of course, it's Bayonetta kind of combat with that Avatar twist. So I'm really liking that they finally are coming to this type of game where it's like Bayonetta flavor. So I liked you can switch between different elements. You can do a lot with combos. They just need to fix the running. The running just looks weird. I'm just saying.
But the combat and animations of the different
The combat.
stances Korra takes for the different elements is really good.
It's really good, and I like that they have that. I just love that art style of shell shaded. Wow.
Yeah, the cell shaded.
Set. Oh god dang.
Cell shaded.
All right. Shaded.
That must be new technology, shell shaded.
Ninja Turtles are coming out, man.
But yeah, I really like that art style because it actually looks, as it came from the show itself, and the way that this game is going to turn out, I can really trust it will be good, because you can do a lot with just one character, but hopefully we don't just play as Korra, of course. Hopefully we can play as, I don't know, probably Mako,
I want to
Bolin, all these other
see if
characters.
you can play as a Sammy.
Oh my
Just-
god. It's...
Just because she's the only one with no bender powers, and I want to see if it will involve vehicle combat.
I want to play with M. Night Shyamalan and kill myself. But dude,
Why'd you have to bring that back? I'm horrified now.
Actually, you are right. It does look really really good. And I do agree with you the whole Bayonetta style when they were showing the gameplay. But it's Platinum Games, so I expected that. I'm like, if it wasn't Platinum, I would be surprised. But like with Platinum behind it, I'm like, I expect it to be wild and crazy. But with that Avatar twist to it, like you said, so I'm expecting good things out of that game. Actually,
Yeah, I really am, because
It's like you really are playing an episode of the Avatar Korra, which is something that, for example, the game The Stick of Truth managed it with South Park.
oh yeah.
yeah, because you actually will be playing, I think, for season 1 of the show. They didn't say if you can play with the season 2 story, but so far you can play with season 1, and the way that hopefully they just make it not like too far off, because I kind of don't like when let's say that you get like something from let's say a movie, right, and you try to make it to a game, and yet they just cut off parts, so hopefully they don't do that kind of thing there. So yeah, in total, like, this game is really, I cannot wait. So far it's coming out for everything but the Wii U and PC. So hey, it's not coming out for. Wait, is it coming? I'll check that again. But so far, as I know, it's coming out for everything but the PC and Wii U.
yeah,
So,
and it's coming out for PS2
I'm not-
as well.
So it's coming out for Vita too? Dang.
No. Console wise.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
but the games, man.
You
come
know
on.
what? I'm not gonna complain because I'm getting Bayonetta, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why
Bayonetta.
would you complain, man? It's quite
Yeah.
obvious. Developers of the Wii U sucks. I mean, let's face it.
Oh man. Well, like I said, it's a good thing for Nintendo. They basically can sit up here and fend for themselves when it comes to bringing out some content. So
But you never know, since Nintendo and Platinum have this kind of relationship,
great
it
partnership,
could
so-
come.
Who's the publisher?
The publisher is
Nickelodeon, I think. Not Nickelodeon.
No. Nickelodeon's not a publisher.
Yeah, I know. I said that wrong.
The I think it's just Platinum Games that's just bringing it out. I don't think they have a publisher. Like, it's just them bringing it out.
So they're publishing
check
it
on that.
themselves? Or?
Yeah, I'll check that out. But so far,
That's very important to gauge whether or not it's coming to Wii U or not.
yeah.
Published by Activision.
Yeah, okay.
That's why it's not coming out.
Oh, actually, I think it's coming. This is the kind of game that Activision would put on Wii U.
I don't know because it's not Call of Duty.
Yeah. I mean, even though they
Not
did put
Skylanders.
past, even though they put past Avatar games, I know they have, but that was
Yeah, this
THQ or something like that. But
this one is not coming, man. Like Juan said, it's not Call of Duty. Of course, you could put a Barrett 50 cal in Cora's hand, and maybe it might come.
it is coming out for PC also.
So we got Spider-Man, and we got what was that?
Ooh.
What's that other game?
Let's be fair. Maybe
I think it'll come. I would be surprised if it doesn't. I'm gonna put me on the record for saying that.
Man. Spider-Man, man. Spider-Man. That's what you're basing this on?
Spider-Man's the bigger
Look, I'm gonna go with T on this because
Well, here's the thing. Right now, it's saying it's going to be a digital download, so
yeah,
it could come later. So
it just could. It's just the fact, a lot of, let's say, people who watch anime. This is basically American style anime. A lot of people with PS3s and PS4s and Wii U's. They're all mostly all of them are play Japanese games and stuff like that. So this is being made by a Japanese developer, right? So we could just get it, even though they are with some people.
Okay.
But
I just want to say one thing. Smell that? Smell that?
Yeah, no.
No. That's a whole lot of hope in here.
I'm not hoping. I'm gonna put 5 on it. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. If it don't come, I'm gonna give everybody $5 eShop credit that's in this call.
Hey, we all get a Subway sandwich. Yay!
Oh yeah.
No, I said eShop credit.
But yeah, so really, hopefully, you never know. I mean, this game is still in development. So yeah, I'm just saying, shut up. but this game is still in development, and it might just come out for Wii U. You never know. That's what I noticed this with Activision. They like to announce stuff for Wii U late because they do that. They did that with Call of Duty like twice, and they did that. I think they're doing it again with Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, Advanced Warfare ain't coming, right? It ain't coming. Oh.
Yeah. So basically, it might have a chance. It would be silly if it doesn't, because a lot of otaku, people would love to have this, especially on the Wii U. So, yeah.
I must be in a really poor mood right now. You say it would be silly if it doesn't come? Oh wow, the game industry has never been silly before.
I just got one question for you, Zen.
What?
And this is the question they're probably gonna ask you. You ever played Black Ops?
Okay, look. There's a. All right. Okay. There's a 50% chance it might come. Okay. Okay. I hate bursting bubbles, man. I do, but you guys force me sometimes.
Oh wow. Well, moving on along with other topics. If anybody doesn't have a topic, I have one that you guys might be interested in.
Oh, what is it?
all right.
Okay, have you guys heard the news about Dragon Quest X being released on the 3DS via some streaming technology that Square Enix is using?
Yeah. I heard about that a couple days ago.
It's magical.
Yeah, they're using the cloud to sit up here and put that game, which is pretty lush. I gotta admit, it's pretty lush for a cel-shaded game over here on the 3DS.
But isn't the 3DS really weak?
Well,
Sorry, I just
Nintendo doesn't use the cloud. They're too outdated.
Yeah. Nintendo, that's a Microsoft thing.
They're too old, man. They're too old. They use they use AOL.
oh, let's rein back the fanboy a little bit. Now, let me see. No, but on a serious note, though, it just goes to show that maybe cloud may be something that a lot of the game companies, aside from Microsoft and Square Enix, might be using in the near future, as far as like bringing in games to the handhelds in particular. The 3DS and the Vita. They might be using cloud technology to sit up here and bring games that you normally would not see on those platforms.
This actually tells me, like, how the Vita does the same thing with the PS4, where you can take your PS4 game on the go, or PS3, right? So this is, instead of, right now, it's basically like the 3DS can just do that without having the need to actually connect with the console. So you can just stream the game that is actually made for the console, but the controls are for the are with like the 3DS, so it like configures itself with 3DS controls, which I find really amazing, actually. So I could see a lot of games doing this in the future. with the 3DS, and that really just goes to show it's not really a big exclusive kind of thing. Everybody basically has this kind of how can I say, this kind of reach to
Technology.
it. Yeah, everybody has the technology. Everybody basically has it. So I really don't count it as special, but it's amazing that they're doing it with the 3DS, and it's really nice that 3DS controls are modified with the game for you to use it while it's streaming. So
Oh.
that's really nice.
So I guess I missed this. So this is not like a special version for the 3DS. This is the Wii U version being streamed onto the 3DS.
Yeah, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken, what they're doing,
I thought-
yes, is doing
wow.
something to that effect via the cloud.
I
That's,
thought it was the Wii version, but okay.
Oh, the Wii version. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was the Wii version.
That's pretty cool. Wow.
Yeah.
That is really interesting because well, handheld consoles don't have the features to really play MMO, really big MMO games, and this brings some cards to that front. With this cloud technology, you could play eventually games like Final Fantasy 14 on your handhelds.
Oh, hopefully. I'm just saying, because for real,
Wipe the drool off your mouth, games.
because
Breathe.
But the thing is though, I'm really like, this is just the first step, into this kind of movement with using the cloud with handhelds to play the games, right? And I'm really hopefully they will do this with more like MMO type-ish things, not with every game, just MMOs for now. But if they keep doing this, I can't wait to see what's in the future. For real, with what will happen with Nintendo's next handheld or Sony's next handheld, whatever, whoever comes out with a handheld. But it'll be amazing how this will be implemented in future.
Oh, you forgot
hardware.
Microsoft's handheld Surface.
Oh, well, I'm not sure about that, but
Most expensive handheld, Quan.
yeah, I know. Nobody.
but yeah, I'm really hoping they do this because MMOs, I love them. So really, this could really bring into the new kind of era for streaming to any device of your hand, which is your handle. So
Yeah,
just the wrong thing though would be is if they stream it to a tablet. Now that's something I really don't want because who really wants to play with the touchscreen? And use the
According to
analog?
Michael Pachter, everyone.
Don't you dare bring his name.
But if that's the case, the Wii U should be like selling like hotcakes. To be honest with you.
Well, it's
Yeah.
because I'm not being paid by Microsoft. I cannot, I cannot verbally commit to saying Nintendo is actually a good console. I have to keep saying that they suck because Microsoft is actually paying me. Okay.
But you really bring a really good point, Rosa, because I have heard people that they don't want to play MMOs because they need to stay on their computers, on desktop computers or something. They don't want that. They want to play with their Vita or the 3D or the 3DS on the streets, playing the MMO rather than
And-
just staying on homes.
And the thing is, this is really good also because, the 3DS, as it is right now,
MMO
is
on the
really
go.
perfect for MMOs. You got the bottom screen to type in, in like chats. You got, analog controls now. You got D-pad. You got everything. So really, it's really a perfect way to, start out, especially. So I really hope they do this in the future and, keep going.
That's literally the genre I thought of when I saw the gamepad was MMOs. I said,
Oh
let's
yeah.
go. I'm surprised we
Maps,
haven't gotten one
chats.
yet.
It's interesting. We'll say that it is interesting, an interesting proposition to say the least.
Yeah. But like I said, though, given time, they really must be pushing it because they're sitting up here making a package where they release, I think it's the Wii U version, and PC version, all in one package in Japan.
Yep.
In
It's all
order
in
to,
one.
exactly, all in one, in order to sit up here and get people more interested in their MMO, which leads me to believe that it might be possibly localized for Europe as well as the U.S. Area anytime, sometime soon because of it. They seem to be making a big push.
And what would be great about this too is if they put it where Because now Nintendo and basically Sony are like, yeah, you can do like multi-platform, like even if it's like a rival platform. So it'll be great if say for example 14, right, comes to Wii U and 3DS, right, and it's also on the Vita and PS4, and you can be playing with everybody, So even if you're out in the out on the road somewhere or out having coffee or at work, just have your 3DS or your Vita, you're still playing there while connected to people at home playing on their consoles or PC. So
Yeah,
it'd be really nice.
it's an interesting concept. It'd be good to see how well this does. Because if I'm not mistaken, the game is completely cross-platform as far as like the ability to play with one another. I'm not sure. I'm not certain. Don't quote me on it, but if I'm not mistaken, that's what it is. PC
Yeah,
players.
yeah, you can play with PC players on the Wii U and 3DS.
Okay, that right there is completely awesome, and to see the big three in time have multi-platform games like that for MMOs would be just sickness for me. The only thing that will sit up here and satisfy my inner fanboy to the completeness would be if they sit up here and make a Fallout MMO. Then I'll really be happy.
Oh my god.
Did you say Fallout MMO?
Yes, I did. Even though the
You mean unglitched Fallout MMO or
unglitched?
Oh, okay.
With the big boy.
I know we're talking Bethesda here, but come on, I have hope. I have hope they can do something right.
I've got
Hope alive.
hopes. He's
Lots
got
of hopes in here, man.
hopes.
This man just said he wanted an unglitched Fallout MMO from Bethesda. Now, if that doesn't take the cake, well, I don't know what does.
I don't think you should be calling yourself the Zen gamer. You're gonna be so negative about everything.
For real, Zen.
I'm not being
You need to go back
negative.
and do some meditation and training up in the mountains or something, bro. You've been really Zen-like for a while.
Dennis, you need to go to a waterfall. You need to sit up here and sit, cross-legged under a waterfall for a while.
All right.
Namaste.
No more of this Nancy Zen gamer.
But I think that maybe Obsidian should do the Fallout MMO.
Yeah, it's not to say that New Vegas didn't have its little faults here and there, but at least I gotta say it was a lot better than Fallout 3 as far as glitchiness is concerned.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Oh Lord! I mean, the fans had to fix Part 3,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That's the good thing of a modern community.
Yeah, the sad thing is though, the modern community has little to no effect on the console community. That's a sad shame.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh Lord! But moving right along, if anybody else has another topic,
Actually, I do have one.
all right,
And-
go
and
for it.
This is for my boy Buddy Worthy.
Uh-oh.
I want Lana in Smash Brothers. All right, so we got a new Hyrule Warriors trailer last week. They did the feature
Oh
trailer.
yeah, I like that one.
I'm sorry, I love Link. Don't get me wrong. I think Link is a total hero. I'm not gonna be playing as Link. I'm already right now. I'm probably gonna be playing as Impa.
Oh Lord!
And probably
Yeah.
Daruna. I'm probably gonna be playing as everybody but Link.
Input for sure.
Yeah.
For me.
They showed like some characters, and they showed like their some of their movesets. Daruna's in it, who I always wanted in it, and they showed him with the Megaton hammer and some more moves. They showed Rutu, who is being carried in
A mysterious hand.
by mysterious hands. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I'm sitting up here and I'm thinking like this game's actually getting better every time I see it. And I know it's supposed to come out August 14th in Japan, but I'm like, dude, y'all need to up it from that September 26th crap. I mean, I don't want to wait that long now. Y'all don't pique my interest. And the reason why I bring up Lana is because Lana is like a brand new character, and I know Mr. Butterworth has had some spirited conversations with a few people this past week about about Lana, and I just want to say like they went on it was translated from Famitsu magazine. A little bit about her background, and I think people are like hating because they don't know the background of her character. Her character seems like she's going to be somebody that is going to be kind of a little bit crazy because she wants the main villain that started on this mess. She wants her head on a platter, basically. So the whole like
Hey, that's good with me.
yeah, the whole anime pop girl thing that you see in her animations, I think that's just done for like just for her animation or whatever, but her character in and of itself, when you read the little synopsis on it, is actually she's actually a badass and she wants to hurt Shia. So I'm like, I think she's gonna be fine.
Oh, so in other words, she's gonna go all lollipop chainsaw on people.
Basically,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Basically, I mean that's what I got from it when I read the description of it. That's what I got from it because that's the only person they really did a description for because she's like really the only new character. I mean, everybody else you should have some idea about.
Mm.
So long as the cuckoos don't kill her first.
Yeah, the whole World War Z.
But I think that will be the badass character is the Cuckoo Summoner.
Oh man.
Yeah, because at the end of that video, if they do show like a cuckoo swarm like coming out of this portal, so and she's like on the run from them, so that was kind of funny.
They'd have a playable character in the game that's just a mech made out of cuckoos.
That would be awesome.
Oh,
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. But my thing is like, do you guys think like do you guys have any idea of who else you might want to be in there? Because there's a lot of characters when you think about Zelda. There are a lot of characters they can pull from.
Well, I think one of the highlights of the trailer was that maybe you can play as Girahim and Sant.
Oh yeah.
What about Skull Kid?
That's who especially ever since they shown the moon, the move with the moon. I was like, I wonder if they're gonna actually put him in there at some point. Because one of the things about the Dynasty Warrior games is when you do a free run game, you can play with anybody. So if you want to play as a bad guy, you can play as the bad guys.
And here's the thing, even though they didn't announce, because they said we're done, it's being printed out right now because they just announced that it's done. They're printing it out and that's it. So they could. The thing is, it could be a secret character. You never know, because Because the thing is, we might get Skull Kid, might get Ganon, we might get all the people that you guys are thinking, but of course some hearts will be broken. But the thing is, we might get them, but as of now, we just have to wait until probably August 14th. So until that day, where they basically, of course, because the internet is like that, they're gonna reveal every single character. So you never know, there might be mystery characters there, and it might just be what you're looking for. So
well, you already got Minda in there, so I'm good. I'm good.
I'm pretty sure we're getting Ganon. The only thing is, I want dual sword wielding Wind Waker Ganon, and I'm probably not getting that.
Yeah, I'm probably getting if the mice makes
you're gonna probably get a Demise kind of deal.
Yeah.
Probably either Demise or Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I think we're getting Twilight Princess Ganon because the problem with Demise is you can't say that she's that strong to pull over Demise. That's crazy. Yeah, that story-wise, that would be crazy to say she's that strong. Nobody should beat her then. If she can pull Demise, yeah, that would be crazy if she can. In prison, that's a completely different thing because that's not Demise's final form. That's just him with like half his strength, looking like I don't know what the thing is. But if she was to pull over Demise, that's like okay, well she's a god now.
Maybe she will get stronger as the game goes on before Link finally puts her to rest.
Yeah, maybe.
Translation, Jay's like, I don't think so.
And I'd just like to take a second to point out, in regards to my Hyrule Warrior speculation, I was right.
Oh yeah, you were. You were.
What?
I had speculated a few months ago. People were like, oh, there's going to be like 4 or 5 characters to play with in Hyrule Warriors. I'm like, no, there's going to be like 20 at least to play with.
Yeah, I mean,
and like, exactly.
That's the Dynasty Warriors role.
Exactly. And I fully explained like my theory as to how the story was going to work, and it turns out that's pretty much exactly how the story works.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yes.
Completely right.
We bow to your magnificence, sir.
We're not worthy. And stuff.
That's alright, Rashidi. Rise. You are Butterworthy.
And a Butterworthy will lead them.
Butterworthy?
Okay. Moving right along, if we got another topic, anybody?
I do.
Go for it, sir.
All right, fools. As we all know, Miyamoto gave us a little snippet and told us that we were going to get Star Fox basically in a year. So I was hoping, because I'm going to be doing a video pretty soon on it, talking some speculation about Star Fox and the combination of the giant robot and the what was the other one? The game
Project Guard.
Project Guard, yes. And so I'm going to be doing a video on that, speculating on what they mean for Star Fox, if anything, and what's coming for Star Fox. So I was wondering, I'm going to hand it over to you guys because I'm going to save mine for my video. What do you think? What do you expect from Star Fox, and what would you want in then Star Fox for Wii U?
What I expect, I expect Andros in full simian bodilessness. That just want heads and arms. Motion capped by Andy Serkis.
We need Slippy the Toad running from somebody and complaining.
Well, wait. What we want more is the submarine that has to return.
Yeah,
all the vehicles back and in their full glory.
Yeah. I mean, the submarine even did the barrel roll.
Yeah, but would it be too much to ask for the exclusion of Slippy, or is that too much?
you are really negative today.
No. It's just like let's say Slippy. He was taking a vacation. Yeah. And he had to go.
I'm more going along the lines of died.
Oh,
wow.
Or maybe
Who
some,
peed in
I
your
don't know.
coffee today?
No, dude, Slippy is annoying. We can all agree on that. Slippy is annoying. He's
Yeah,
a frog.
he is.
Frog should not be in space, nor should any of them, but frogs definitely should not be in space, okay? I'm tired of hearing, "Save me, Fox." I don't want to see that in HD.
But Sam, you're a little wrong about the toads.
somebody
Because
walk on the road.
what about Battletoads?
Let's say,
Battletoads. Okay, they're cool. But Slippy,
spend
you know.
time with the Battletoads, learn how to be. Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, Battletoads, they're cool, man. But Slippy, come on. He's just...
I like his little annoying self.
Yeah, take Slippy out of that, man. What's wrong with you? You woke up on the wrong side of the R-wing today or something.
Hey, see, though, I mean,
Yo.
like, if Slippy was annoying on the little cutscenes from Smash Bros. Melee, he's got to be annoying in his own game, dude. Come on.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. We came up with a decent story to include Crystal as one of the team. Can't we just come up with a story that, you know, to take some time? That's all I want. Just take it back. He can have one cutscene at the beginning of the game and a small minor mention at the end of the game. That's all I want.
Wow, he politely hates him.
Politely.
Hey, I can't blame him.
Oh Lord! But you know what? One thing I would like to see is gameplay mechanics, like kind of like what you would see in like a nod towards like a Halo-ish type of thing, where you see ground and air combat all at the same time, and probably even sub combat. I would like to see some multiplayer combat where it takes nods from each one, even the ground-based one, as far as like your individual characters.
So you would like to see that come back, is what you're saying?
Yes, most definitely. I would like to see multiplayer combat like that be done.
I agree.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Wow.
Hey, look who joined us late. How you doing, Tobias?
He's still joining us.
Shadowfox.
In 3, 2, 1.
One. Okay, he'll get to us eventually.
Moving right along, but getting back to our discussion at hand. So, what do you guys want, for a Star Fox game?
I think that the co-op that was discussed with that one guy pilots the ship and the other is shooting is really interesting, and I want more of that type of vehicle combat.
That would be interesting to see.
I want both staff combat.
I'm just saying it. The staff combat? Good.
Yep, staff combat.
Yes.
All right, seriously speaking, outside of the exclusion of Slippy, I want the game to be longer, right? I mean, Star Fox 64 a day. However, it could be done in an hour if you knew what you were doing, right? So I wanted longer. The way to do that would be to incorporate ground combat, bring my boys' staff combat back. So you actually. A lot of people have problems with the ground combat. A lot of people hated Star Fox Adventures for one reason or the next. However, I believe that that's the natural line of evolution where the Star Fox series is concerned. and the next iteration of the game, the HD one, the big one, its return for how many years should include all forms of Star Fox in it. That's just my opinion.
Well, I think part of it is because of the limitation of the technology at the time. They can make much larger worlds, much more enemies. So I think they could really.
My problem with it is I want Miyamoto to take more time on this. I don't want him to spend 1 year on development.
Yeah,
I
don't
want
rush
him
it.
to go full on either 2 years. Because for real, I think 1 year is just. I know people want a Star Fox game, but I mean, I want a good Star Fox game. I don't want like a.
I think they might politely delay it. This is Nintendo. They're not
Yeah.
the type to release an incomplete game usually.
So if they delay it, I would not be mad. Because that thing is 1 year development, so I really don't like 1 year.
Well,
Just saying.
don't think that it's on the
No, yeah, I was
line
gonna say,
development.
That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna be. Yeah.
They've been working on Star Fox for a minute. They just haven't been able to peg down. I think what he means by 1 year is that I think he has all the elements there, and he means like actually putting the game together in a year, like what he wants to do. Like I think everything, all his gameplay ideas are there. I think that's what you have. That demo was about, partially. But yeah, I'm saying too much already. I'm taking away from my video here. So yeah.
Yeah, it's Miyamoto we're talking about. He really makes games and tests them, and if he doesn't like them, he builds them. He makes the team build it again, so till the gameplay is perfect.
Well, like I said, I trust Miyamoto to bake the game, in such a way where it's stable, where it's full of content, where it doesn't have too much trouble with it as far as like bugs that are game breaking. At least I would hope. He's been in business for God knows how many years. He should know what he's doing by now. So.
From the 70s to these years.
And silence.
We're
golden, isn't it?
contemplating.
Like 20 people in here, should be no damn silence.
Crystal for the win. Crystal,
yes,
bring back.
yes.
No.
Yes,
Well,
approved.
well,
Approved.
Oh wait, in the Star Fox game? Yeah.
Ooh, Rosa, dude, mute yourself forever.
Hey, if anybody's played Command, Crystal fits.
Yeah, Crystal's out the chain, man. I love Crystal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Crystal. The thing is, Crystal in that Star Fox game, yes.
Don't finish your sentence.
Yeah.
Do not finish the sentence.
Do not
Point
finish.
is, we
In
have-
Assault, not so much, but in Command, definitely.
Yeah, you see, this guy's problem.
Yeah.
make the place more expansive, throw in elements you got from Metroid Hunters. I'm saying it wrong. You know which game I'm talking about, the Metroid
Prime
Metro
Hunter.
Prime
Prime Hunters, yes. Metro Prime Hunters, use some elements from there, expand the whole universe in general, and put in the ground combat as well as all the different types of vehicle combat, and you're guaranteed a damn good game.
You know what?
Of course, online. Gotta throw in online, but that's also from the Hunters. So,
Maybe they should force you to unlock it like they did on the N64.
screw it, why not?
That would be fun.
Put
That
in
would
the
be
work. Put in
Yeah,
the
that
work,
would be
man.
fun. That would be a whole lot of
Unlock
fun.
the Battle Master and the on foot missions, and you can only do it if you were good enough to play in the main game.
Yeah, definitely. So, you definitely need to get all of the elements from previous Star Fox games in there, on ground combat included. Make sure Crystal has a big part to play in that game, and the perfect way to introduce the fan base. Shut up. To this game would be to put Crystal in Smash.
No!
I mean,
You guys make me laugh.
the chick did use a weapon before. Remember that
come
cutscene
on,
we
man.
did to Star Fox Adventure? She might as well be in Smash.
She was better with the staff than Fox was, so
Yeah.
Most
Very true.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy just has an issue with that. I don't know why. But hey, you know what?
because Star Fox Adventures was a departure. It was a Zelda game when the GameCube needed a Zelda. So it oh god,
Actually, Shadow
It's
Man,
a fun game though.
Shadow, here's the thing.
there was nothing bad about the game.
Rosa,
It just-
did you like Star Fox Adventures? And I don't think I've ever heard you say.
Who,
Star
me?
Fox Adventures.
Yeah.
I,
Did you?
I love
Fox,
Star
where
Fox
you going?
Adventures. I loved it.
No,
Now-
not you, Rosa.
Rose, me.
Did you like it? I never really heard you say.
Yes,
trying to
I do.
Yes,
but
I
it's
do.
just-
Which means which means that you're
What doesn't mean
you're
that
just a hater. You're just a hater.
Hold on.
I like the
Is there-
game.
is there
but
anybody
I
in
gotta
here
prove-
Is there anybody in here that can willfully say that Star Fox Adventure was a poorly crafted game and it was a bad game and was not fun at all?
Shadow, get
I
out.
was lying.
No, I'm saying, is there anybody that can willingly say that? Say that right now.
Everybody who said it was lying.
can't say it.
Yeah, no. that was what Rareware's last Nintendo game. I'm not saying that.
I think
Yeah.
I think more of the stigma comes from the fact that it was a Star Fox game more than anything else, and nobody wanted it to be a Star Fox game.
A lot of people felt that it should have been its own IP like it originally was supposed to be, but
Yeah, it should have been Dinosaur Planet. Yeah.
exactly. A lot of people felt
true.
that way, so they were hoping for something that was a little bit more of a new IP than putting a Star Fox coat of paint on a ground adventure game.
Yeah, I mean, I was one of the fools. I back in the day, I had the Nintendo Power subscription, and I would get those VHSs that would show you the previews, what was coming. And I remember
Dinosaur
seeing
Planet.
clips of Dinosaur Planet, and I was like, "Oh, this game looks very cool." It's basically Rare's. It's going to be Rare Zelda. That's what they were kind of touting it as. And I was like, "This is really cool." And I was looking forward to that. And then all of a sudden, it became Star Fox Adventures. I was like, I wasn't too keen on that. I wasn't too happy about it. I wanted to see these new characters in this new world. Still got those new characters. Still got a lot of those new characters. But I still wanted that Dinosaur Planet game.
Let's be honest though, would that game have sold multiple millions
Not
of
at all.
copies though if it didn't have the Star Fox brand? I mean, Rare does well with their franchises, but not that well.
I think it would have had Rare not jumped ship.
Yeah.
If Rare stayed with Nintendo, I think it would sold well.
Over time, but
Right,
not
over time,
not
right, yeah,
immediately.
of course.
Star Fox Adventures was immediate, like, hey, here's 1 million copies by December.
Yeah.
The problem was Rare really had a lot of games coming to the GameCube, but all those projects were canceled when Microsoft got his way with things.
Well, it was only 2 that didn't make it to GameCube though, and that was Grab by the Ghoulies and Cameo.
There was another MMO project that was going to be a space combat MMO.
I don't remember that one.
I
I read the whole story.
third game. Yeah, I heard there was a third game though. Because I remember them talking about it briefly when they did that interview with the Stamford Brothers a couple years ago.
Oh man, people. No mean to be rude, but
Perfect
can we
Dark Zero.
can we not talk about Rare? This is bringing up really, really painful memories.
Yes.
Hey, we got another latecomer, Letters, aka Andre.
You know, we come in pairs.
Sorry about being late, peeps. Just had some stuff to do with the kids, and I was making dinner, so I kind of got sidetracked.
Same thing, dude. I'm here like 5 minutes before you.
Guys and your families.
Real quick, guys. We already made the announcement as far as the network and the plan behind the network and the idea behind it. So yeah, you guys.
Well, I kind of figured you did that early on.
Yeah, I kind of figured that too. Everybody needs to know, so
Exactly.
I'm good with it.
Lives and your families and your dinner.
You know what? You know what, Jay? We're grooming the next generation of gamers.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good comeback. Nice.
Very convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm grooming one as we speak right now as he plays Mario Kart 8 more than me.
And, we are not going forward. We're not talking about Rare. We're going to move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
My broken heart of a gamer.
Yeah, don't do it because I'm getting palpitations here, so we should.
I got one that
We don't want to see Sen go more Ashura.
Here, I got a topic that will go away from Rare. Okay, so basically, what you guys think about? Now, to me, I don't care that much, but Fatal Frame. It was announced basically officially that it is coming out for the Wii U, and it is coming in September 9th. No, September 27th. So, In Japan.
Japan.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
So I don't know what you guys think about that. The thing is, I know there's people in America that love Fatal Frame to heart. But what do you guys think about did you guys even see like Fatal Frame at all? Like,
I don't know until Omega Sin brought it to my
It was one
attention.
of the games that revolutionized the horror genre.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. It looks good visually. This is a game, even though it's very niche, it shut a few people up about the whole graphics thing because I can't.
What you talking about, Zen? It's running on the PS4.
Obviously. Just like Mario Kart 8 and Super Mario 3D World.
I forgot.
8K textures.
Totally slipped my mind, but I was never a Fatal Frame kind of guy. I never really liked the franchise. I knew it existed, and it's good for those people who actually do like it. I hope it gets localized, but for me personally, Fatal Frame being announced and the control scheme being what it is just puts us just that much closer to a Wii U Pokemon Snap, which is what I really want. So,
That's the message you want to get to Nintendo, right, Sen?
Well, yeah, Miyamoto, whoever, make it happen. Don't at the Wii U.
God, it needs to happen on that console though. Really?
Don't
look at the gamepad.
Don't do
Gamepad
it.
is perfect for that.
That's a big ass camera.
look at that! Look at that! You just go right there, press R till it freaking
Any button. Click.
Literally, what they have to do is set it up like the panorama view,
I
and
wanna
let you snap
throw-
pictures.
I want to throw apples at a Charmander and make him evolve into a Charizard already.
And then get
Before he eats you, because
So
pissing you
I'm gonna
Nintendo,
piss him off with apples.
hint. You just made a game where the camera is your weapon. Hint.
Well, it was not technically Nintendo, it was Tecmo.
Yeah, Tecmo Koei.
But just do whatever you need to do.
For
Just
sure.
make it happen. Shake hands, kiss babies, do whatever you need to do.
If it doesn't come as an absolute failure, I'm gonna sell my Wii U, trade it in for.
Oh my God. Why is he not here?
Well, hey, if you're gonna sell it to me. I'll take a second one.
Oh man.
But no,
Whatever you do, don't trade it into GameStop.
This is the best deal. Right now they're giving you a great deal to trade in your PS4 for the white one. So go ahead. I'm doing that definitely.
Because clearly they have your best interest in mind, and that's why they want to give you that deal.
Oh heck yeah.
It's all about the gamers. Power to the gamers.
Oh, it's such a.
Power to the bank account.
we are investors.
And you know what sucks? Well, even though they suck, I did apply to them though. But so anyway,
I think we all have at some point.
Oh
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
That was before we knew what was going on. That's
Yeah.
When you was pulling out that contract, that blood contract, say, "Yo, you gonna work for the devil?" Okay.
That's the thing.
He got to market in his own blood.
No, I was actually expecting a paper of like writing from back in like the 1700s and like
very old parchment.
please, yeah, in very old parchment. Please pinch your finger and write with your name. It's just like that. I was really expecting that.
yeah, a piece of paper to coin one of the best lines ever written or ever worded in a superhero movie. A piece of paper that smells like a vampire wiped his ass with it.
I don't want to expose, but I was actually pulled into a meeting and told that I'm not here to be a senior game advisor and give people advice, but I am here to ensure that subscriptions to Game Informer are made and that people made pre-orders.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm like, gee, but that isn't the title of the job. Subscription manager. That's what it should be.
I thought they said you were game advisors.
Instead, you're a subscription manager and a pre-order specialist.
Hey, but they do have their benefits, I gotta say. Just some of them. But, GameStop trade-ins suck. Alright, let's go.
Moving right along from GameStop.
Keyword stop.
Yeah, man, power to the players.
Oh, Lord. Anywho.
Support
right
local
along.
businesses, people.
Moving right along. One thing I would like to see, though, is more games that are innovative, and that can shake things up. But there's also another thing that I would like to see on these consoles, and that's more deals. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like the e-shops that they have, or PlayStation stores, or whatever, Microsoft Marketplace, whatever you want to call it, if they could get more sales for the consumer, that'd be a nice handy thing. I mean, look at what Steam's doing right now. For those who don't know, you know, Payday the Heist. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's free right now on Steam.
See, but you know what though? Microsoft and Sony have been doing pretty good about this. Like lately, they've been just giving away games. They're giving away Guacamelee and a couple other games for free on PSN and on Live. Like you just gotta catch them. And you know, Nintendo eShop is just like we're slashing 75% today only on the eShop, and you just gotta be there and catch it. They're getting there. They're not gonna be the annual. Hey, you know the Steam sale is coming. Everybody give your wallets to Gabe. It's not going to be like that, but if you're lucky on a certain day, you can catch them. I've been noticing.
Basically, pay attention to the eShop, fools.
You gotta literally be on there every day.
Not to mention, there's also Club Nintendo. I'm very thankful for my Donkey Kong Country for my 3DS.
Man, I don't got so many free games through that. In the digital deluxe promotion.
Hey, getting the free games from Club Nintendo and putting them on your Wii U, yeah, with the digital deluxe program.
I just got Paper Mario for the second time, but for free, you know, on digitally. I never purchased it digitally before, so I just got it through Club Nintendo for free. So that was pretty cool.
I'm thinking about doing the same thing because I got a feeling they're going to be announcing the N64 games soon on the Virtual Console. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, and that'll probably be one of the first.
One of my favorite N64 games, Paper Mario, but my favorite was Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, Thousand Year Door was, but I never played the first Paper Mario longer than maybe 3 hours.
And since you guys bring the Paper Mario, Super Mario RPG U, make it happen. Come on, Zach.
Get back Geno.
Bring back Geno, definitely.
Pretty much.
And make him a Smash Bros. Character.
Oh my God.
Right about 2000.
You know what? I think that entire cast of characters could be in Smash.
Really?
Like as their Legend of the Seven Stars characters, like Bowser the way he was, what was his name? Mallow.
Yeah, Mallow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
The Toadpool.
Yeah, I think everybody could probably fit.
Yep.
Most definitely. All right, and if does anybody have any other topics they want to discuss?
I thought I had one, and I was, God, I was thinking about it while you were talking about the other deal. Oh my God, what
I'll
else?
give you time. Everybody gets a brain fart once in a while.
I maybe wanted to bring something to the table too. This is the lack of 3D fighting games. We have been like, for example, Soul Calibur or Bloody Roar. There have been a lack of games lately on this.
There's not a lack. Killer Instinct is all you need.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
Killer
3D.
Instinct, like 2D
But
platform.
Killer Instinct is only on one console.
Yeah, but Killer Instinct is 2D, not 3D fight.
Yeah.
Well, it's 3D in the graphics, but
Yeah, but it's not a
on the
3D.
fighting.
It's not Virtual
I'm
Fighter.
referring to Bloody Roar style gameplay that has been mysteriously lacking on last generation, and this new generation there has been no announcements of this type of games. And don't you guys think there should be a new Bloody Roar or at least a new Soul Calibur for the new?
I agree.
I think Bloody Roar is in a bit of aren't they in like a copyright issue right now? They have like multiple different people that own the rights to it, I thought.
Yeah, that's Bloody Roar's problem.
Yeah,
That
so
sucks.
but they're you know Virtua Fighter and DOA and stuff. They came out last gen. They had multiple iterations last gen, but nothing new. Obviously, everything was 2D or you know like Street Fighter 4 2.5D, Killer Instinct 2.5D kind of deal. So
I want a new Soul Calibur. I want Power Stone. I want Rival Schools
Power
in
Stone.
full 3D. With full running capabilities. I want World Peace.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's what you want because you're not getting all that.
One of the
hold on. You must give me War Gods 2.
What about a little Fighters Destiny 3?
Oh
Yeah, Fighters Destiny.
Who has that one?
Go back. Hey, you gonna go back to Fighters Destiny? Make another World Heroes games.
Yeah,
Make
you know
another
what?
Double Dragon.
I was joking about War Gods, but Mace the Dark Age, that actually hit the spot.
Yeah, that game was fun.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're probably gonna get a Soul Calibur more than likely. I mean, I don't see why Namco Bandai would like abandon it because it does kind of make them money. Even though like the last one was stupid.
Why not a 3D version of Eternal Champions if you really want to go old school?
Ooh.
I would play that.
I would play that to death, literally.
Come on, man. Like, okay, so Street Fighter 4 came out. That influenced people to go back and pick up Killer Instinct. And people are looking at Killer Instinct like, why aren't people going back and grabbing these, man? Because the whole thing was nobody was going to make a new version of these games for the PlayStation, the N64, and GameCube, and further on because they didn't know how to do it in 3D. Now there's clear examples, so why not?
Why? What happened to this genre? It was on fire not too long ago. It just seems like.
A lot of it was like people got bought out, like the Bloody Roar situation. First it got bought out, then the licenses got switched and nobody knows who has anything. Soul Calibur kind of like started waning in popularity, so I don't know if Namco just like, do we want to invest time and money into this?
Okay. How about a revival of Samurai Showdown, but make it in full 3D?
They did that in Japan. It didn't sell.
Yeah, and that was on the Turbo Duo.
Nope.
Was it?
No, they did one on 360. They actually did one on 360 as well.
Yeah,
it was horrible. They actually ported it to America. I got it. It was horrible. So
it was a Samurai Showdown Sin or something like that.
Yeah, it was Sin, S-E-N, yeah.
And it was a bad game or just so bad?
It was a bad game.
It didn't.
And it's so bad. It was.
I played it and it didn't work.
SNK didn't make that one, though, did
they? Did it in 3D, 2.5D?
No, I don't think
that was
SNK
3D.
made that one.
Yeah, and SNK didn't make it. It was full 3. It was full 3D.
So is it the capability of the developers that's waning?
Basically, yeah.
All right, are you indies listening to this conversation? Chop, guys, come on.
More dive kick.
All right. Now that we got our little fighter fix in, is there anyone who has one more topic on hand?
I had one, but I think we're probably getting close to time.
No, that's okay. If it's a short topic, we could go for it, or at least get it in, and then also continue it on the next podcast.
Well, I don't know if it was covered already, but did anybody pay attention to the 18+ hours of the Nintendo Challenge this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
At Comic-Con?
I saw snippets of it.
Yeah,
I didn't get to see it.
They're winning all over again. They're showing like games and people playing the full game, and they're challenging people to do different things in different titles. Like they had a challenge for beating the first level of Zelda 2 without using any upgrades. Different levels in NES Remix and NES Remix 2 with certain time formats. They were playing the new Smash Brothers with. Okay, like they had Bill Trent, and I guess he's the best player in the office or whatever. So they had him with 5 stock with just Pikachu, who's self-destructive by his nature, playing against 3 other people with 2 stocks.
Bill is the worst Rosalina ever.
Well, apparently he's pretty good with Pikachu.
He's amazing with Pikachu. I've seen
Pikachu is a boss, but Rosalina
he sucks with Rosalina.
He's not good with Rosalina.
And wave dashing is a little nerfed in that game, right? And it looks like he was kind of doing it pretty well. Him and a couple of other guys, like they were doing it with Sonic. Like they figured out a way to kind of make it work. Because, in that game, they kind of force you to block on the ground. And somehow they're still able to slide around, so they figure out a way to get around that, too.
Well, Sakurai's gonna take it out. Sakurai's beta, he's using them for beta testing. He's using them for beta testing.
No, you're totally not right, because the new Smash Bros. Doesn't have advanced techniques. I test them in 30 seconds, and they don't have them.
I mean, they were using.
They're like, it's nerfed. Brawl's nerfed. No,
I mean, once again, this was the E3 build. It wasn't like the what was it called? Any San Diego Comic-Con build or something.
Yeah. Now Bayonetta had extra stuff added to it, apparently.
Yes, it did. They showed that off, and Pure Platinum, I can see is really, really harder to get now.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm telling you, IGN seems to be drooling all over that game.
They're gonna drool all over and then give it a bad score.
They're drooling all over Captain Toad too for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Two different people on
Everybody
that.
seems to be loving Captain Toad. I'm like,
Yeah,
hold on.
it's gonna
Didn't
get
y'all say this game looked sucky before? Now you all up in this?
it's gonna be the
If
point.
Demon Hatefield likes the game, it's a good Nintendo game.
They straight flip flop. That's nothing new.
Yeah. Captain Toad's gonna get a 6.9. Bayonetta 2's gonna get like a 5.3 because
And
it's
these
competitive.
and both of these games will
because
be
it's not on
reviewed.
Xbox.
And both of these games will be reviewed by yours truly, Call Moriarty.
Yep.
Oh wait, even better, Greg Miller.
Greg Miller, it was way too hard, so I give this one out of 20. Yeah.
I still don't get that. If a game is difficult to play, not that the controls are difficult, but the game is difficult, people give it a lower score.
Because the thing is, he likes games that are like The Last of Us, where you don't die at all. You
But
can
wait a
just
minute,
come
didn't
right
he
back.
give Ninja Gaiden Sigma a good score?
I don't think he played all the way through that game though, because people called him out on that.
Okay, I was just about to say, I think he was giving blessings about that game, even though it was you know
Yeah, I don't think
balls
he
hard.
listed every single thing, you know.
So, as far as I know, he didn't really play the whole game.
Listen, you just got paid off, dude. Please, come on.
Journalism, man. If he really played the game, he wouldn't have given it a good score.
Yep.
I still stand by this, man. Wonderful 101 is my game of the year.
Wonderful, awesome. I'm actually gonna play that some more next week.
Over 3D World. Wonderful 101 was my game of the year.
Mine too.
Understandable that.
Storyline, yeah, definitely.
Mine too. Yeah, that game was
Storyline
awesome.
gameplay, yep, you're right.
One the blue for the win.
In a way, it was so undercover Bayonetta. In so many different ways.
With Wonder Bayonetta in the game, if you can find her.
Exactly.
Oh Lord. So, like I said, if nobody else has any other topics, you know what we're about to do, right?
No more topics. I'd just like to say,
Don't go Ashura.
No. Where the Nintendo thing, I just want to give my input, the Comic-Con thing. The only thing I would like to say about that is that the NES version of Smash is still my favorite.
Don't worry, I told them about that.
Now I didn't get the whole scoop on this though. So what's the whole deal? Like people were saying it was there, but it was announced, not announced.
Oh no! What happened was, Corey from Modern Family came in, right? Because they just had random celebrities come in, because I don't know, they just wanted to go on the live stream, I guess. But he went in, all right, and they were talking to him, right? They were just like, oh, hey, have you played Smash before? And he just like, yeah, I'm a total nerd. Back in the day, I used to play it way back, on the NES. And then that's when people were like making jokes of like NES confirmed, NES confirmed.
Oh my god. That's the worst.
And then there was another funny moment. I'll just make sure to bring out all the funny moments that happened in Comic-Con. And there was another funny moment where what's his name again? The guy
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker, right?
Black Ops, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, he's talking to Bill, right? And he's just like, so what are you guys doing here? Oh, you're playing, yeah, this is Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers, I'm not really big on a Nintendo, but I'm just, I really can see that. And then he goes like, wait, before we even start this match, you guys play Black Ops. This is like,
oh my god.
Neutral confirmed.
like he just
not
like
Call of Duty
out.
Ghost, Black Ops.
Yeah, not
And
Ghost.
then just Black
Not
Ops.
Black Ops 2, Black Ops.
And the thing is, and Bill was just like, no, I'm really a Nintendo gamer. I breathe and live Nintendo, whatever. And then he was brought back to the desk with Krista and Corey, and the Nintendo Corey I'm talking about. Krista was talking to him like if he was like a kindergartner, like if he was like a 5-year-old child, just being like,
Might as well have been.
yeah, right. And then in order to distract him, they were talking about his role in Guardians of the Galaxy. So those were like, some funny moments, I gotta say.
So just to make sure you guys are counting, in one day of footage, we had a Hollywood gaming fraud confirmed. We also, total exposure, fraud, man. NES is smash. What the? Anyhow, so,
I don't know, man. I played it. It was a little slow, but you know.
You know, kind of impossible because both characters will overlap once they came close to each other. But you know, they only had 4 moves.
You know, but the thing is, the guy that was truly an actual gamer that was a celebrity. Oh, I forgot his name. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know the name.
What
but,
show? Is he from or a movie?
I don't know where he's really from.
He's talking about a movie because he was saying he had he went through the trouble of outfitting his trailer. So that he could carry all of his game consoles and so forth. Actually went on to play Smash Brothers with Bill and the other guys, and he actually came second. He actually did well in the game. So me and Games were watching it. We were on a call together. We were like, oh my god, a celebrity who can actually game. Wow, they exist.
And the thing is, when they were talking about games, right? Krista and whoever was there, he actually understood, and he talked back games. It was like a game language right there.
Exactly, he sounded intelligent. He wasn't blustering about.
It's a shame you guys can't remember who he was.
Yeah, the thing is, if you can, right now, Nintendo has both of the days that they were live streaming on YouTube. You can go and check. He's the 3rd celebrity that was in there. I'll try to bring in the right number of where he was at, but for real, like we had 2 phonies and an actual gamer. So I gotta say, props to him. To everybody else, or to those guys,
do your research.
Hopefully, you guys will. Hopefully, he likes Smash on NES, and remember, there's always a Black Ops.
No. Games. He got confused. He was talking about his Sega Genesis. That's where he played Smash on.
You know what really?
How else could he play with Sonic?
You know what really was stupid is that the first one, right? He was like, oh yeah, I'm a total nerd. Yeah, I'm a nerd.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
I'm just like, really, dude.
As soon as he said that,
like, dude, you don't have to identify everything.
Yeah, as soon as you say you're a nerd, it's like, really, dude.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I played Smash back in the day. NES. Yeah.
I hope for his own sake he was trolling, because if he was for real, he's an idiot.
But the thing is, I don't think he was. I'm sorry.
Well,
the way he was showing it.
With all that being said, though, I think Nintendo yet again won because they
did.
They took a show that normally there's just game announcements or something like that at Comic-Con because it's not really a gaming per se convention, and they went there and basically turned it out, and they made it all about gaming all over again, just like they did at E3 with real games and people showing how they're playing them and having fun playing them, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It was kind of like how E3 was last year. Everybody was making fun of Reggie, and he was just saying, just play the game. He was saying that over and over again, and now they're showing you, this year. So, and people are taking note, and of course, now the Wii U sales are going up now. So now we just have to, take the words of another famous YouTuber out there and just say, hey, look, third parties, the Wii U's selling. Now it's your turn. Are you gonna make good on your promise now? Because Xbox One ain't doing it.
Well, I guess that means Ubisoft's foot is in their mouth.
Okay, and on that note, I guess we gotta call it time, everybody. It was nice basically sitting up here and taking the time to chit-chat for a little while. And we're about to wrap things up here. And starting from my right, going on to my left, we start with the Zen Gamer. Zen, do your thing, bro.
Okay, people. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Going over to the ZGZ, that is the Zen Gamer Zone, you'll find all sorts of things you like over there. And, of course, we'll have new content coming up, a music video based on Hyrule Warriors. I know some people were asking me to do that. I'm not too sure when that'll be ready, maybe sometime within the century, so your kids will be able to watch it. When it's done, however, you'll be able to see it both on the ZGZ, along with the rest of my good content, the best of the crop, on the Gamers at Large Hub channel, which we just talked about. If you don't know about that, pay attention. So that's just about it, guys. So thanks for watching. Stay cool.
All right. Up next, we got Shadow Fox. Shadow Fox, do your thing, bro.
It's Road Ninja K9 Descent, Shadow Fox Infinite. You can catch me on YouTube, Twitter, or wherever haters are, so I can destroy them. In the future, I've been requested to provide input on the Destiny beta, so I may be giving comment on that either in video form or in text form. Also, in addition to that, I've also been asked to give impressions of the latest expansion for Star Wars: The Old Republic, since I was talking about it so much a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, look for that stuff coming, and also a whole bunch of videos that I promised like 3 months ago. I finally got around to, so you'll see those coming up pretty soon. Also, and you'll see me on the Gamers at Large hub channel. So get with that.
Alrighty. Up next, we got the Good Shepherd. Okay, Shep's having the ball there.
Sorry, no, because Shadow just did the one thing we said not to do.
Oh my
Alright, but getting back to you, man. Do your thing, bro.
Thanks for listening, guys. This is Good Shepherd. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm coming out with a lot more new content on my own and collabing. All the best.
Alrighty, up next is TT. Do your thing, bro.
Hey, fools, it's Mr. T of the Mr. T Show. Another great episode, and I look forward to the next.
Alright, up next is Kaiser. Kaiser, what's up, man? Do your thing.
Alright, guys are here. It was a pleasure to be on this Gamers at Large podcast, and again, I'm going to continue my working on an app for Hitbox, the new Twitch competition, and I hope the app it starts to get really good, because it's getting right now at the state the app is really messy right now, and it's giving me a headache to work with it. But well, I hope it gets better and makes my work easier.
Alrighty. Up next, we got Jay. Jay, do your thing, bro.
All right, everybody, it's Jay from the Game Cafe. Thanks for listening tonight, and be on the lookout for stuff from my channel as well as stuff from the Gamers at Large Hub Network. See you later.
Alrighty. Up next, we got Jamie. Jamie, do your thing, Mr. Butterworth.
Well, guys, it was fun tonight. Be sure to check out my channel, Butterworthy, and of course, go subscribe to the Gamers at Large Hub channel. Go follow Gamers at Large on Twitter. Go join the Facebook group, and there'll be more to come.
And don't forget the Google Plus group. And and up next, we got Andre, a.k.a. Letters. Do your thing, bro.
Well, I enjoyed, even though I didn't get to be here as long as I would have liked. But we're gamers, and this was all about gaming, so that's what I'm happy about. Peace.
Alrighty, and games, do your thing, bro.
Well, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and make sure to go check out the Hub channel, and I'll be having some things back up and running, but make sure to go check out the Hub channel. If you are new, and you are watching and you are new, all the videos of the past ones have been uploaded there. That took a long time. But anyway, there you go, and as I always say, don't lose your way, don't be afraid, just game till the end.
Alright, and last, there's myself, myself, and I, QMC, Quan Manchu. You know how I do. And as I always say, whatever's clever. We out.
I'm always